Today I want to talk about stereotypes. What is a stereotype? A stereotype is a generalized belief about people from a particular group or class. I think stereotypes are a way to simplify the world and just give everyone a label. They reduce the thought process you go through when you meet someone new, as it's basically a way of grouping people in a group they probably don't want to be in. So for example, all Muslims are terrorists. We all know that not every single Muslim on this world is a terrorist. Therefore, most of the stereotypes are wrong. Racial stereotyping is not the only kind. There's also gender stereotyping, which is a generalized belief about people in one gender. This can lead to inequality due to thoughts such as only women are responsible for raising children, or only men can have the physical jobs just because they can. Yeah, and also I think that racial stereotyping and gender stereotyping is a very common thing. We probably go through it every day, but we don't realize it as much because things such as the media have made it as a humorous thing to popularize TV programs. And I think this is it's more common in cartoons for like adults and children, such as like The Simpsons. They just laugh it off. Like, for example, women are like weaker or men are stronger. Thanks.
Questions, please.
Have you ever been subjected to a stereotype?
Yeah, I think women that wear a headscarf are like more, like they receive stereotyping more because people just think that, oh, they're oppressed, they're doing it because they've been told to, but that's not always the reason. They can do it because it's a part of their religion and they're doing it because they want to.
Why did you use Simpsons as an example?
Because I was watching it one day and I realised that the amount of stereotyping in it is quite a bit, and it's just used in a humorous way, and it can affect people in a bad way, for like people that aren't used to it, or people that don't watch it every day, and like children can get stuff from it and they use it in their everyday life. So it's very different from age groups. So when I see someone, I'll automatically think something, and it's not because I want to, it's because it's been embedded in me through the media and like other factors.
What do you think is the most common stereotype at the moment right now?
I think it's racial stereotyping against Muslims, and I think that because I'm a Muslim. So in the media, when I like watch the news, I think that stuff will be exaggerated just because it's a Muslim doing it, or just because it's a black person doing it.
You mentioned The Simpsons, Aisha, and there was a question about that. But one of the interesting things about the use of stereotypes is sometimes they can be used, or there's an expression, laughing with kind of the stereotype, or whatever it is we're watching, or laughing at. Now, if we're laughing at, obviously it's quite dangerous, isn't it? If we're laughing with, however, we are laughing with the idea being presented to us. So we're seeing the stereotype being presented purposely like that to make us see how that stereotype, is laughable. Yeah. Can you not see that perhaps in The Simpsons, that The Simpsons is a way of educating people through its use of humour in a positive way, or not?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation you're in. So in The Simpsons, it's a humorous cartoon which can like engage people, but I think that if people take stuff from The Simpsons and use it in everyday life, it can be quite dangerous.
Such as, can you give us a specific example? What have you seen on The Simpsons that you think is dangerous?
So like there was an episode with a guy, like an Indian guy, and they like made him like a stereotypical thing. So I think that if like younger people watching it, they see Indian people on the road and like just start picking out stuff from The Simpsons.
When you say they made him stereotypical, can you explain how?
Yeah, I think a stereotypical image of an Indian person or of a Muslim person would do, because it would be like terrorist, oppressed, yeah.
Thank you.